Someone was asking about the cycles. So just to clarify that, the cycles run from June to May, at least the LSAT testing cycles do. And we've been talking a bit about applicants who would be starting law school this fall and have already submitted applications or are about to. And then we've also been speculating that it might possibly get more competitive for those applying this fall to start law school fall 2021, especially if there is a massive recession, which it seems likely there could be. And people want to wait it out because then you come out 3 years later, hopefully the economy is recovered and you haven't been searching for a job or unemployed or underemployed during that time.
I think as far as, so there's the sort of the LSAT cycle, which mostly overlaps with the admissions cycle, but typically applications will open up in sometime in September. And, you know, you can submit the day after they open them up if you want to. Most people don't. And then they typically have rolling admissions up until sometimes it's February, sometimes it's March, sometimes it's April. I hate rolling admissions. I think it's ridiculous. I think it causes so much of this weird musical chairs every year. A lot of selective colleges don't do rolling. MBA programs don't do rolling, right? They have rounds with fixed dates. It's much more civilized, but you know, here we are. This is the law school world. So, you know, you can decide when you're going to submit in that time. And for most people, virus or no virus, crisis or no crisis, when they submit absolutely keys off of when they have not just when they have a score, but when they have a score that they're happy with. They're not the same thing, right? I think there are a lot of people, as you know, who take it and just, I mean, if I had $1 for every email I get that says, you know, I've been scoring in the high 170s, so I'm, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, a lot of times that doesn't actually come to pass and it's a huge shock to them. Anyway, I tell people to plan on taking more than once. And if they don't need to, fantastic, but, you know, budget that into your timeline. But as I was saying earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if kind of all bets are off as far as, oh, you need to apply earlier rather than later. I think a lot of things are going to shift later. People are going to have their scores whenever they have them. They don't necessarily have control over that. And it's very possible that the deadlines are all going to scooch out as well. And they're not going to be whatever they were, you know, this cycle, they're not going to be next year, I would guess.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.